not.
He's going for the spore here
sure
too.
of it. Blink builds haven't been that popular lately.
Wait, did he kill the spore?
No.
Oh, okay.
Adept's trying to kill a spore that has 4 queens around it. It's like.
特色
Nice force field there. Going to buy a little bit more time.
酸痛
These links can't do much of anything right now. Is
Another
he pulling
Oracle
the
coming up,
queens?
Tasteless. Ah, yeah, the queen's coming across.
Okay, hold on. How much does Protoss actually have?
Well, he's
This
about
has
to have
occurred
4
to me.
oracles, which actually will power down queens relatively quickly, and
Yeah,
I'm
but
sure he's making batteries.
成
And it's only 4 queens coming. Oh, he actually faked it out.
Yeah, he's turning around.
Faked us out too. I was like, oh wow.
Yeah, it's kind of.
甚至
But it did force out 5 batteries here.
Yeah, he'll cancel though. I
Cool.
think he just scouted them all running away. Probably leave like 1, 2. I guess he
享
can
受
leave. He's got a lot of oracles, man. Do you remember that little brief period of time where Edward Protoss was
满足
going mass oracle and killing mass hydra with it? Wasn't that fun?
That was a weird time.
Yeah. I didn't even
Neat.
believe that it was actually happening when it was happening.
Okay, stops the stasis ward.
寸
Spire coming up. Okay.
As Blink is researched here for Protoss.
拆
Yeah, it is a blink one. Okay. Fake Immoral
Me.
coming across the map. Look at this.
Whoa.
How tricky.
Seed.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's a blast from the past. That's a GSL
降低
champion we all forgot.
Yep. So the push is going to come
卷子
out. Oh, he sees it right away. He's like, you fibber.
生殖器
So they've both been trying to fake each other out. Lots of bluffs here.
在乎
And the Oracle's going to fly in some queens there. Unfortunately, does end up losing one. Spire's going to be finishing relatively soon here. Yeah, it doesn't seem like he actually saw the Spire with that tag, unfortunately. He actually, I mean, he could go pretty heavy Muta here, right?
I would think so. He could. He doesn't have that much gas banked up, but that might be a good tech route to take. Oh, that one had a painful death. Did you hear that?
Yeah, that drone really
Yeah, the
loved
drone,
life.
yeah. Okay, stop that one too. And here are the mutas, like you were saying, Artosa. 7 are being produced.
Yeah. And, well, with the double Robo and the Colossus / Disruptor
庆
tech
祝
on the way, a lot of times games like this can turn into base trades.
绒毛
It's really unclear if that's how it's going to go. It kind of matters more on Rogue than on Zest. Like, if he goes really for a lot of mutas, then that's where you're more likely to see it. Yeah, okay, there come the Banelings. I don't believe he has Baneling speed, does he?
Oh, I don't think he does, no.
Okay. Because
不要
definitely,
紧
like, when someone's going Mass Stalkers, you do want to get a Baneling speed out.
8
Okay, Muta's flying by.
Oh, nice blink. He's
Me.
gonna get just one muta. There's another wave of stalkers being warped in over here. They come with blink right out of the box, Artosa.
的
Right
确
Shouldn't you have to upgrade Blink on each
Yeah.
individual Stalker?
Should it start with a cooldown off and then come up? Should it be
结
like a
束
batteries not included unit? This is not fair.
沙
Baneling speed
滩
is on the way. A lot of Lings being produced. The Mutas didn't do anything except kind of force more Stalkers.
Yeah.
Which, that
How
in and of
cool.
itself can be useful. But look at this. He's going into carrier tech now.
菊花
This is,
茶
this is an interesting
Yeah.
path for Zest.
I will tell you, the carrier tech I was not expecting.
Yeah, like Blink, Disruptor, like it's kind of solid.
Mhm.
Into carrier.
亲切
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what to think about this unit set.
必
Kind
须
of fun though. Okay, +1 air attacks. More
海
Stargates.
鲜
Yeah, I don't think Protoss wants to actually attack out here, but getting another
Oh,
base
yeah.
on this map is not going to be easy either.
Oh,
The next logical base for Protoss to take is just to keep going up on the map on the right side, but that 5th base area is pretty far away. And I don't know, I feel like Zerg sets up pretty comfortably here into the late game, you know?
Yeah, definitely. Like, Zest's composition here is actually incomplete.
Fu.
Like, it looks kind of nifty, and it's kind of like, it's a comp that you would see, like, earlier, quicker pushes.
射
I think defensively it can do reasonably well, but yeah, he definitely can't attack on a creep with
Full.
it. Like, he would need a lot of Archons with it or something like that. Okay, let's see if he can actually hit a good disruption hit. Okay, that's a pretty decent one on the
Actually,
Banelings.
Yeah, that was pretty nice. The natural base is going to get obliterated, I think, down here at the bottom.
落后
I mean, right now the army can't get here to try to defend. Oh, man, those
Ma'a.
Biles.
Yeah, the Banelings are about to come out, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that was
Dude,
sick.
So nicely
That
done.
was sick. He, like, trapped a bunch there, and now
A.
his carrier's out, so he will end up holding on. But he lost the Nexus, and he lost 18 probes there
最后
as well, so definitely took some serious damage. It's hard to fight against that
圈
with this army. It's kind of an incomplete comp. But as carriers are coming out, carriers themselves are almost a complete comp. So,
Yeah.
you know, he's definitely, his army's going to pack more punch now. Quite a few corruptors being made.
恰
Now,
so
I do feel that right now the position that Zest is in is just going to be like he's surviving, but I don't see him
Sure.
continuing to grow that much more. You know what I mean? Like he's reclaiming the bottom center,
才
but I think economically Zerg can just power up and strike that area over and over and over again. You know?
年纪
And you know the way this map's shaped. First of all, like
Boo.
Zerg is probably going to be able to take the upper right, but Zerg can also take the bottom left here. There's a lot of spots that Zerg can easily keep growing into, and basically, if this game is one where the attention is mostly going to be on
Jiaxiang.
this 6 o'clock base. Oh!
Yeah, not a bad hit. This is
It-
kind of reminding me of an older parting game from like a while back. But hold
Yeah,
on, we actually have
Dude.
another attack in. He uses that disruptor hit once again. And the
Xiang
corruptors
Dui.
are doing a good job here against
Yeah.
carriers. Void Ray's coming down though to try to help.
Yeah, basically Zerg's okay trading not even favorably to just diminish the overall carrier number.
But yeah, I guess the funny thing about this composition that we see Zest going into, he doesn't really have Psy Storm, he doesn't have Archons, like just no Templar tech at all, which means that the Lings and Banes are a little bit hard to deal with, and also means that you have no splash for clumped up Corruptors, so the Corruptors are just going to do better than they normally would.
风味
Oh my god, this counter is sick.
Yeah, that's a lot
Chun.
of Lings getting in here.
Yeah, and actually it's a pretty big deal losing that air attack upgrade. A lot
Yeah.
of this is all kind of hinged on having an
词语
extremely strong air army.
Well, look, he actually overcharged to try to save it, but he doesn't have enough
军
units.
训
Maybe? Oh, no, he does save
He
it.
does.
Damn, man,
Big
that's
save.
that's quality right there. Oh yeah, he's gonna top up the shields on everything before it runs out. Beautiful. That's a big deal, though. Like you said, like he was almost done
Yeah.
+2. That's a long upgrade.
So Zerg is basically gearing up for the next attack. We've got 6 more Corruptors coming. Some more Banes being made as well. Mind you that Zest is not actually maxed out here, so he's still basically in that building up phase, but it does seem like he has plans to push out, and he's not, you know, it should be noted that the creep spread is so insane that there's not even a base that he can easily push to that's far away from creep.
Yeah, that's true. Coming out here once again. I feel like the big thing missing from his army right now, Tasis, is Archons and Psystorm. Like, okay, we see some High Templars finally being warped in. Yeah, okay, he does have a couple Archons underneath that army now as well. That is very, very important to fight against the Corruptors, to fight against the Banelings. You know, anytime Zerg is making a lot of Banelings, you really do need those Archons in there. Okay. But, okay, like, Zest has 4 bases, he's maxed out, he has a super strong army, he's filled it out very, very well, but he doesn't normally play this portion. Let's see if it works out for him. He turns on his Voids as the Corruptors come in. Does he actually have enough here? Biles being launched
Oh
and
my
actually
god,
connecting.
the Biles are insane. Especially when you have you know, this much ground and this much air. The Biles connect pretty nicely, but still,
Yeah,
the
but those-
Protoss is able to push. The question now is, what is Zerg going to make behind that attack? Now that everything's done, Zealot's coming in here hitting drones. I wish we had the production tab open because that's really the only thing I care about right now.
Well, I already knew about that, Tasteless, when you said they were manufacturing units. Life forms, Tasteless.
GG says takes it.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice. Yes.
Yeah.
优秀，
I knew if I cheered hard enough, he would win. Okay, that's pretty sick from Zest.
I can't believe that.
Yeah,
I was
that was a very different game, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, there was a lot of little
附上
things going on back and forth there, but a pretty insane recovery. And Rogue, I mean, look, he might lose today.
There is that possibility,
曾经
Tasteless, as we go into set 7.
No
9
commercials. Now you guys are on the secret of how the show works.
是
Only commercials after game 2 and 4.
Yeah. Well, after game 7, we're going to go on a very long commercial until Thursday.
6:30 p.m. KSTC there.
In 2,000 atmospheres. Who do you think takes it?
Oh, I want Zest to take it so badly.
I
长
know, me
途
too. That would be amazing.
Rogue
I would
is-
love to finally have a 3-time GSL Protoss champion. That would be awesome.
It would be very welcome. And by the way, Zest surviving and winning in a long game against Rogue, that's crazy. Guys, game 7 is up. Let's go.
GSL Season 3, Code S.
伦理
日期户
Are there 2 probes being sent out?
站
One
No,
for
never
Pylon.
mind. I got too excited. I'm like, oh my god, what is he doing? The same thing he did every game Tasteless. I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
航
Because he's going
班
to steal both the gases. No, Tasteless, that's definitely not
Shin
what
If he
he's
did that,
going to do.
then he would have to
Phoenix Gaming.
take the gases at the
Rogue.
other space.
准地
Yeah.
机票
All right. Drone comes out, just walks past.
馒头
Knowing that he can't get it there. Takes it at the 3rd location. What does Zest have saved here for game 7?
And let's not forget, Rogue does rush. He is actually a pretty cheesy Zerg.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's a chance that Rogue does
Ren.
something kind of insane. But so far, Zest has absolutely held his own.
Yue
He's
Liang.
even against Rogue here. This is turning out to be an
控
awesome
制
best of 7. I'll tell you guys, I think a lot of you were on the same page
Han.
as Artosis and me before this started, where we thought this probably will be a wash, where Rogue
随
will
身
play a pretty forgettable series where he just dominates.
Well, I think this is one of the closest best of 7s
Satze.
he's ever played. Like, he actually dominates most of his best of 7s.
He usually wins 4-2, 4-1,
Yeah.
and 4-0.
Yeah. Like, look at his last finals against Maru. Oh my god. You would think Maru would have a close series against him. No.
No,
Anything but there.
no. I was
陈
like, oh no, Ravagers! And just loses the series.
Are those roaches? What
Are
are
those
those?
roaches?
Oh my god.
What did you turn your roaches into? 4-1.
I think he's going to do a
纯
Stargate
洁
opener because he's done only one non-Stargate opener. And honestly, for like non-Stargate
Bao.
openers, what do we have right now? We have Glaive builds,
者
We got to change Zest's
That's
name
it.
to Stargar.
Stargar.
It's his Protoss
灰
name. Stargar.
I understand the star part. The
Sure.
gar part, is that just like
It's like kinda like
caveman
Gabe.
ooga
It's
booga?
like-
看
I thought it kind of sounded like some kind of Battlefield Earth.
Yeah.
Name, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm Stargar.
吃
Yeah.
When you will tremble when my Stargate warps in.
缺少
All right, the Stargate
Sure.
is on the way. Overlord just watching, making the build look pretty much exactly the same.
作息
Definitely big preps to that planning aspect.
Yeah, a lot of thought went into this best of 7 from Zest.
坚
That
持
move, by the way, where you shade and then run up the ramp, and so the Overlord doesn't know if the
Gong.
adept is on the map. Always like to see that.
锁链
Just little bits of information that you're screwing up for your opponent, because
Yeah.
a lot of
Huh.
times what'll happen is they have 2 lings on the side, and if you shade out, the lings run in.
Yeah.
So he waits at the top of the ramp to see if the lings will come.
Well, a big part of being a pro in
Tong.
this game is data collection.
Yeah.
And trying to see what they're doing.
Or not
Xiang.
collecting
I'm like,
data,
they're like
you're rogue.
Facebook, No, but seriously, like you're trying to look for anything that's happening on the map. You're like, oh, okay, I see what's going on here. And I'll tell you, man, Zest is getting ready to just destroy Rogue with fake news.
幼儿园
Look tasteless. It's just Zest just has alternative facts.
Yeah,
right?
that's right.
So, all right, sets up his Adept for that Nexus. Down it goes. So it is a Void Ray into Oracle. Let's see what he makes after the Oracle. Is it a second Oracle or a Void Ray? Or does he just stop there? Ooh, +1 air weapons, but the Ling caught an eye on that, I think, before it ran the other direction. Oracle comes down. Not too bad. Oh, 4 kills.
Oh my God! I
and
thought he was
gets
going to lose it.
out.
I thought he was going to lose it for sure.
Yeah, it felt like he was going to just barely lose it there. Queen a little bit too far away, I guess. Okay, Forge on the way. It does look like a pretty committed double Void Ray. Excuse me, double Stargate Void Ray opener. Robo coming up, so it might be like one of these middling amount of Void Rays.
冠
Can't quite get that Stasis Ward down. There it is on the way.
灰
So there's the fourth for the Zerg. Now with the 2 Stargates
怪不
continuing to
得
pump out Void Rays. Keep in mind, last time we had, that game in Game 2 where basically Rogue
冠军
tried to abruptly end the game by sandbagging
恢复
the third base for the Protoss, but he went for the 2-gate Void Ray and lived. This time we're panning it out into a pretty normal game.
支线
As far as like Zerg is not trying to do anything crazy to end it.
Yeah.
Protoss is still teching out. It doesn't look like there's any kind of special
皱眉
weird
头
attack that's intended to trip up the Zerg.
9
Okay, so adding in that Disruptor tech, Overlord's speed is going to be finishing up, so he'll definitely dive an Overseer in, I would say. As that finishes. I think you need to get some sort of intel on what's
温暖
being made in there. As far as he knows, it's 3 Stargate right now. Okay, here comes that Overseer.
满意
Very high quality scout. One of the notable things is the Forge is not spinning right now. Obviously, spotting a double Stargate is really important. Fleet Beacon has been made. It looks like he might be building...
惭愧
I think he's going to go for some disruptors here.
Yeah, I think that'd be a fine choice.
Huh. Well,
By the way, this is going to be, if Zest wins this is going to be the most
熟悉
epic of upsets because he's going to have beaten Rogue for the second time in a drawn-out CVP, in a macro game.
行为
Which is, Zest is not really, your go-to guy
Sure.
for, macro PvZ or macro that much anything. A lot of his games are very sharp and set up very nicely. But that would be just such a crazy twist.
惩罚
okay, this is incredibly cool. Like, he has only utilized the Robo for
失败
observers so far. Kind of spotting
尤
incoming scouts, and
其
he's clearing creep with Void Rays.
Look at that. He's upgrading Protoss
漂
shoulder
亮
pads.
He's getting
They've
shoulder pads.
he's
Wow.
a shoulder pad upgrade.
网
Oh,
址
wow. I thought that was improved DT sides.
Yeah.
Half of your DTs
That's
get a
right.
bonus. But you're right, that is shoulder
He's
pads.
getting flux veins is
Jen.
what it's called.
Yeah. Great upgrade. Great name.
Yeah.
主义
Some of the upgrades in StarCraft are just, I look at that, I'm like, well, that doesn't
Who
tell us.
named these?
Yeah, it's like, well, why don't we call it flux veins? I'm like,
汉
Well, you know, like the flux capacitor
Yeah.
from Back to the Future. So that's fast. 88 miles per hour is fast.
Mhm.
Okay.
and veins,
Yeah.
like stuff moves through them.
Yeah. Protoss have veins.
Yeah. Do
They're
they?
just different.
杠
Wow.
Yeah, that was a nice one. Okay, 84 probes against 84 drones. He actually recalls that Oracle. Keep that thing
形成
alive. Continuing to upgrade. A lot of corruptors being added in.
乘坐
I think right now the thing I was most fascinated with
Yeah.
was this Robo. And he's making some disruptors, which we've seen a lot of people toy with disruptors
Whoa.
with this type of composition. We've seen Parting do it a lot.
Mhm.
There was a lot of thought about this countering infestors for quite some time. Obviously, it does very well if you're going mass queens, which he is kind of doing. So if he has like 1 or 2 disruptors out against these queens, that chunks them down so much they have to transfuse at that point.
Okay, here we go. No scopes the Overseer.
Ooh. All right, they run away. The Void Rays have already been turned on, so they're not going to have that extra bonus damage. That is a lot of Corruptors. This is a Corruptor Queen attack.
This is wild.
Yeah. Now, where is that Disruptor? Here it is. Here it is. This is an important Disruptor
Here
shot.
we go. The Disruptor.
Where is it?
Oh!
Yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah, I think he could have hit it a little bit better, though. Only hits like a couple queens there.
It's 2 of them.
Yeah, now look at this. The overcharged battery really helping out here.
But there's so many Corruptors, the battery can't match it.
Yeah, their damage output is so fast, and not quite enough anti-ground for those queens either. Now
Wow,
coming in
this
and just
is-
nailing everything. This
Yeah.
is forcing Stalker Warp-ins.
Yeah, and there's going to be so much destruction to the infrastructure here in the main. But, you know, Zest hasn't really lost. I mean, he's lost his composition here, but he does still have, you know, the 4 bases that are up. He does continue to gather resources on the map.
And from here, you have a lot of Corruptors, so obviously Greater Spire is a smart move here from Rogue.
Right.
But for a little bit, those Corruptors don't do much, do they?
Yeah, I mean, they could barf on buildings, but
That's
yeah,
about it.
you have a lot of supply that's basically in these units that can't really be utilized in any kind of truly efficient way.
Yeah, I think it's too bad for Zest that he didn't already have Blink done, because I think he'd have an opportunity here to get across the map and do some real damage. Now, 3 Robos on the way. Oh, this is so interesting. As Roach Ravager comes across, I guess he just wants to really beef up his ground-pounding army. Dude, what a strange game we're getting into right now.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's a very decent hit right there. Another one. Beautiful. Corruptors still looking for targets. Stalkers being warped in, chasing them down. Corruptor's such a funny unit. Greater Spire's done. And there aren't really any flying units here, so you're going to have to end up clearing this with Blink Stalkers. Oh man, those
Toe.
Robos are going to have a hard time, Tasteless. 4 Robos pumping out Immortals.
This is a pretty sizable ground army. Now, the Broodlords are being morphed right at 12 o'clock, almost exactly.
碎
And so
片
they can't come down here to protect the bases at the southern part of the map. I mean, Protoss is just going to power through this, and all
Yeah.
these spines are being made too late. And you look, he's going to destroy those Robos, but I think the Robos have already served their purpose.
Well, he got out a good amount of
监测
Immortals. He can bring those down. He has plenty right here. Ooh, those Vials actually doing fantastically. Throws out some more. Oh my
God,
God, the
that was an
Disruption Ball's
insane
doing
shot.
so well. Immortals finally kind of making it down here. Might he need to bring the Immortals down? It seems like it's just a base trade at the moment.
I couldn't agree more, and he's beginning to tear it up down there at the bottom of the map. And look, frankly, the Broodlords, as devastating as they are not dealing damage as quickly as the army of Zest here in the south.
Yeah, and I mean, he uses the Corruptors as much as he can, but there's a pretty significant cooldown on that ability. So the Stalkers, Zealots,
Dude,
Immortals are starting to kill the base of Rogue.
I think that Zest is going to win this game.
You might be right about that.
He just has these Broodlords. And look, he's actually trying to move them. He realizes he's never going to win the base
Yeah,
trade.
he can't beat this army without his brutes.
转
Yeah.
告
Oh my God.
And even with his brutes, he might not be able to.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
these Corruptors have some heavy lifting to do.
He needs to basically ooze down these 2 mining bases, but I think it's too late. I think the army has already been produced.
Between
That is
batteries
going
and
to close-
cannons, I don't think it's doable. Oh God, the one
种
Void Ray
族
forces
歧
the
视
Corruptors out of his base as
Yeah.
well. Really nice.
There's going to be just 1 base left. And the thing is, maybe the Broodlords can come over there and
Go.
defend that, but who cares as far as Zest is concerned? He can just keep expanding on the map and close the game out on his own terms.
Dude, this is crazy right now. Okay, the
尘
Corruptors
土
go back to Zest space. Killing off what they can.
Yeah, and he's going to
Cool.
go for the gateways.
That is so many
Dude,
Stalkers.
I think there's so many Stalkers that he could just blink
Huh.
underneath these Broodlords.
Yeah, I definitely think so.
金
He does have
Here
these
we go.
infestors, but not the energy as of yet. Trying to get in here, but a lot is blocking him. Oh my god, insane hit right there. Blinks
What?
forward, and it looks like Zest is going to go to the finals and beat Rogue for the first time ever in a best of 7.
Unreal. This is one for the history books, folks. The last base of Zest is going down, and there is nothing that Rogue can do about it.
Yeah, Rogue has just nothing left over here. GG, and Zest has done it. He is the first person ever to beat Rogue in a best of 7.
That was insane. I was actually so excited that like when he was going down his last base of Zest
Liu
was going down.
Su.
Yeah, Rogue has been wiped. He's been eliminated, and I'll tell you what, Zest did it in a macro game. Rogue made a very specific decision to
Su.
tech into Broodlords, and Zest, very decisively pushed to the
Bie
south,
shi
wiped out those bases, and the Broodlords are not going to do the kind of damage
No.
that
Poor
many
Joe.
Stalkers, Immortals, and Disruptors can do. And so there it is, Zest in the finals, and Rogue is eliminated in the round of 4 of Season 3 of GSL.
What a crazy series this was. Zest in a real position to make the all-time record for Protoss success in GSL Codes. Amazing series.
Truly an incredible best of 7, man.
绰
One I am never going to forget. That was so crazy.
钥匙
Let's go to that interview. Let's see how Zest is feeling.
At last, Rogue's zero-loss best of 7
倒
record is
闭
broken by Zest. He moves on to the finals. Congratulations, Zest. Thank you. Well, sincere congratulations, Zest.
燕
This is your GSL finals in 3 years. How do you feel?
橘子
Well, I didn't know it's been 3 years already. Time surely flies. I didn't know it's been 3 years. So this is your GSL finals. This is your 4th GSL finals. And beating Rogue in the best of 7, I think this has a special meaning for you, Zest. And you did lose him twice in the finals. And you always lost him in big tournaments. So, revenge had to be taken for you. So, how do you feel today? Yeah, every important moment I lost to Rogue. And that time, Rogue always won in the end, and I was really, I really envied him. So I did want to get my revenge against him, and today I was able to do that. And moreover, Rogue's best of 7 offline record has been broken today, Zest. And in the earlier interview, you showed great confidence.
弄清
And Stats, TY, they have never been able to beat the record as well. So you're the first player in the world to do this. Well, I had the confidence today, but when I got into the match, I actually made so many mistakes. Even in the last game,
抗
I actually built the Nexus in the wrong position. And that was very critical, and I was wondering, but I was hesitating whether I should cancel it or not.
薯条
So, I decided to cancel it in the end.
丁
Well, the 7th game was definitely a very, very urgent situation, as it was a 3-3. You were ahead 2-0, and then you ended up getting reverse sweep.
主
I mean, the Adept failed, and the Knight just came in at the perfect timing to defeat you. And things were looking very bleak and
模
dark.
式
So were you shaken at any moment? I realized today,
随着
against good Zerg players, it's not really that good to prepare really hard. You sometimes just lose really in a surprising way. And in the end, you were able to win the match with the macro.
并
And
且
you were showing good defense today. And you were able to fend off the Queen,
庆
Roach,
幸
and you actually decided to target
末路
down the Ravagers first. So what was that about? Well, this strategy was used a lot back in the earlier days by Zerg
断
players.
扔
And Stats and I used to discuss how to block this. And we decided, we came to the conclusion that the Ravagers were the problem. And we target the Ravagers first. They are the highest priority. In the 6th set and the 7th set, you were able to gain the win
Juan.
to win the whole match 4-3.
小
So after a full set match, you now move on to your 4th GSL finals. And your opponent will be either Cure or Trap, PvP or PvT.
明白
And you're ahead in the head-to-head record against Cure, but you're quite kind of neck and neck with Trap. So who do you want to meet?
2
Well, I've
Ding
scripted against
Zhu.
Cure a lot since the round of 8. So I do root
Jingshen.
for Cure. And whoever moves on to the round of whoever moves on to finals, I don't really care. So you're saying that the GSL championship is yours, regardless of who your opponent is.
允许
Yes, that's right. That's my confidence level right now.
마
I'm sure a lot of your fans are rejoiced to see you move on to the finals. You know, first, I miss my fans. I'm sure the fans will be really happy too right now.
博
Before, you used to always mention your parents first. Yes, my parents first and my
Normie.
fans. Alright, how will you perform in the finals of the last season of the GSL this year, Zest? So before you go, anything you want to say?
起来，
Well, before going to the military, I really wanted to win the GSL.
屁话，
So I will try to win and then move on to the military. Once again, congratulations, Zest. Thank you.
仔细
Dude, this night was amazing.
胳
I
膊
mean, this was really an extraordinary series. The results were insane. I mean, I
Yeah.
would have been happy even if Rogan moved on
霸王
4-3. Because I honestly didn't think tonight was going to be close. I thought, okay, Zest maybe takes a game, maybe not even a game, but he came in here
象征
with really a full range of different play. You could see the prep was there. Rogue really delivered as well. It wasn't like Rogue floundered in the series
That's
at
true.
all.
That's true.
古典
But, you know, it's hard to truly stay on top forever, and we saw that here
热闹.
today. And Zest, somebody who, again, like we said at the start of the show, has been on top of the world. He's
右
got his
边
motivation back. You know,
Yeah.
he had this kind of success hiatus, or however you want to
Totally.
describe it. But he said he's feeling that motivation. He's
专
hungry.
门
I think the military service being around the corner certainly
砸
played a role in that, and he might end up winning in the season 3, man.
Oh,
Who
it
knows?
is. I think it's more
普遍
doable against the other guys than it was against Rogue, and he took down Rogue like he said he would. So, yeah, I think Zest has a very good shot at taking down the winner of this next match,
眼睛
Trap against Cure. Trap also looking to tie Zest's new record of 4
不
GSL
知
finals.
And, you know, Kira has been a bit of a wild card player
Gee.
in this GSL. He could very well be in the finals.
Yeah.
He's looking very strong. I think, you know, we have a similar narrative with that we had with Zest
Faye.
and Rogue. We kind of have that with Trap here, where Trap has been so dominant. And you know, he's been just prolific with getting deep in tournaments.
Yeah.
That we kind of expect Trap to move on, but I think today is a healthy reminder that times are always changing.
Yeah, and you know what? Cure has played fantastically. He did a great job there against Parting. But I think you have to bring a very different approach against Trap. So
Yeah.
I'm not sure how he's going to solve that puzzle because Trap is just so deadly in the matchup.
Yeah.
But should be a good match, and whoever goes on, I think we're going to have an excellent finals.
It's going to be sick. I'm fine with the PvP. I'm fine with the
一部
PvP
分
finals. You know, we've had so much Zerg domination. This is kind of refreshing, and it's cool to see that
迷宫
that Zest played, I think, an even bigger range of play than we've ever really seen him play. He played excellently in the late game.
He did. He did. That was really nice to see.
At the bottom of the screen, a quick reminder, guys. Obviously, we can't have an audience yet. Everybody's close to getting their second shot now for the vaccines out
Yeah,
here.
that's true.
And hopefully,
"面积粉 消闷
虾饺
时
穿上
日常
抗拒
队伍强迫
急客厅紧急次
菲律宾俯卧撑
恨 聪明，性格，
用尽，
账，屋子，
摔倒，
评论，急，许多，比，
储存，
献祭，
改革， 发挥，极，恶，力，木，傲，
天下，
游荡，好家伙，地府，
天真，
无声，
积累，时髦，经历，种类， 节，显然，朝，明显，任务，高级，
瞬间，
武术，